Hi, everybody. It's Wendy, and we're in our Tuesday talks today. I'm not going to take very much of your time today because it is so wonderful outside. The sun is shining, the temperature is rising as we speak, and I want to just be able to give this information to you and, bring it to you as quickly as possible and, answer any kind of questions you might have, and then if you have any issues or anything else, and then let you get on with your day and outside into the beautiful weather. So today we're talking about metabolism, and I really want to just, introduce myself a little bit to you. I am Wendy. I am a holistic nutritional consultant, and basically what I do is transform health for a living. Now, I know that's kind of a vague term, but it's essentially what I do. So let me ask you, what is the most complained about issue that or one of the most leading health issues that is out there in a society today? Basically, it comes down to weight. It's on everybody's mind all the time. It's at the core of everything we do. And it essentially, it really takes up so much of our living time and space and energy when, with everything that evolves in our lives. And it always comes down to weight. Because of weight, because of what I do, a nutritional consultant, a nutritionist, really brings everything down to the root core. So if I'm looking at any kind of diseases or degenerative issues or any kind of major health complaints that are going on within my clients or anybody essentially, a lot of times, and I'm talking about maybe 95% of the time, it is essentially coming down to weight issues and or what we're eating. So it really comes down to always that root issue of what we are putting in our bodies and how we're living our lives. There's not many, but there's a few different reasons why weight is people have issues with weight. Lifestyle choices, emotional issues. There could be underlying health issues that are going on, but essentially it is what is at the core of our weight issues is essentially the foods that we put in our bodies. That being said, it's really, really hard for a lot of us because there is a ton of information out there. And the thing is, when I have clients that come in to see me and I give them, specific things that they should be doing, recommendations, protocols, and different things, they kind of look at me sometimes and go, I know this. And I know a lot of you know this. I mean, with the internet nowadays, information is at our tips of our fingers. I mean, essentially, we don't even have to go searching for it. We can just talk to Siri or whatever. This information is just all over the place. But the thing is, a lot of times it becomes very much overwhelming to a lot of us. There is a ton of information. A lot of us don't understand how to use this information, what information is correct, because it does essentially change almost on a daily basis. Some days coffee is good for you, some days coffee is not good for you, some days wine is good for you, sometimes wine is not good for you, some days chocolate, and it goes on, and you never know exactly which way you should be running towards. And that's essentially what I do for a living. So everything comes down to what we put in our bodies through food, what toxins that we end up taking in environmentally and internally and externally, and and emotions and thoughts and how we live our life and the energy that goes on around us. So the hardcore part of it is the food that we take in. So everything that I basically do revolves around weight. And once you really work at resolving kind of the eating patterns and the weight issues and a few other issues that are surrounding it, a lot of my work is done, because then you're able to live a life that for the most part is going to be quite healthy. And I don't know how else to put it, because it kind of essentially that's it in a nutshell. It just comes down to the food that you eat. So what do you do about it? We all know that we should drink water. We all know that we should be eating more fruits and vegetables. We all know that we should be cutting back on our red meats and looking for more healthy options as well. But why don't we do it? So that's kind of another thing that I do is I give you the opportunity to use me as a sounding board to get the proper information, to be accountable to you, for you to be accountable to me, to guide you in the right direction, keep you on that path towards getting to the goals that you want to have, which is essentially healthy existence through practices that maintain a proper body weight. So that's it, basically. But so talking about metabolism today is very, very important because that's one of the steps to be able to, bring some homeostasis, some balance to the body. And it's one of the key little parts of the puzzle. So, bringing you these suggestions and lifestyle recommendations, it really, will help to bring prevention, preservation, and restoration to any kind of areas of your health that you might be in right now. So, giving you the correct information, hopefully not overwhelming you. A lot of times it is a little bit overwhelming, but little things like this Tuesday Talks and a little bit of information on a weekly basis hopefully gives you the opportunity to take it in, absorb it, and move forward. But before I wanted to get into that, I just wanted to basically explain a little bit first. The term diet itself has gotten a bit of a bad rap, and I technically don't believe in diets. I mean, a couple of years ago, I did an interview and I, professed to the world that I don't believe in diets, and yet I am offering a diet program. Essentially, what my program offers is a body and transformation program. The word diet itself has gotten a bad rap because it's been adopted by social media and quick fix gurus as a way of solving problems. These fad diets don't usually work, and they lull you into a false sense of completion and a false sense of health. Whereas, short-term quick fix diets, they will work. I'm not saying that they don't work. When they don't work is the fact that after you stop, after you get off of the program, after you stop counting, after you stop everything that you've been doing and you've lost the weight, you will eventually gain it back, and that's been proven time and time and again. So my philosophy on weight loss, if you want to call it that, diet, is that it's a long-term eating kind of system. It's changing of habits. It's a changing of way of your relationship with food. It's a different way of really coexisting with food and essentially bringing back the basics and the fundamentals to eating properly for the transformation of the body and for a lifetime. So it's not just a quick fix. But essentially the word diet is actually what you eat to live. That's the technical term of diet. It's not keto diet. It's not Weight Watchers diet. It's not Atkins diet. Because that word diet is being used improperly. But anyways, off on a tangent again, like I always do. So I'm going to get into today's topic, and we're talking about metabolism. And because we're talking about metabolism with regards to weight, that goes hand in hand, because when we have a well-functioning metabolism, your body actually, without a well-functioning metabolism, our body is actually lacking energy that it requires for different activities, and in return, the low energy reduces our productivity. So it's like a snowball effect. So when we don't have the oomph to get going and moving properly, we just have that lack of, I'd rather not, and I'm just going to stay in the house and, not get out and work in the garden. I guess my metabolism is up high today because I want to get out and I want to get out and, work in the garden with my husband today. It's such a beautiful day as opposed to sitting and working in the house. It's my afternoon off. But anyways, metabolism is a very, very important. And again, it is one of those things that if your metabolism is low, it will continually to get low. Once your metabolism starts revving up a little bit, it actually revs up on its own without you actually having to do too much with it. So incorporating a little bit of, it doesn't even have to be a lot, but incorporating a little bit of exercise into your daily life will actually help to rev up metabolism. And that metabolism, when it's actually working at a nice level, you'll end up burning calories when you're not even doing anything. So it actually really helps to keep things moving properly. So because I deal with food a lot, and I'm not a personal trainer or an exercise enthusiast to the extent I can understand the theories behind it, but I'm not a personal trainer, so I'm not qualified to really get too much into that exercise end of things. But on the food end, I am. So with certain foods, it's very, very essential to really help bring up your metabolism. And if any of you are joining me from my my cleanse group this morning, I talked a lot about water, but water again is one of the first things for so many things in our life. Water is so important, and it actually is very crucial for building your metabolism, because people, if you don't have the hydration in your body and you're even mildly dehydrated, you will actually suffer from low metabolism. Your body's sluggish and it's hanging on to everything. And a lot of times I ask people to drink, lukewarm water or room temperature water, because it's a little bit easier for the body to digest it, assimilate it, and absorb it into the body. Drinking smaller quantities throughout the whole day is optimal as well too, as opposed to taking a 2 liter and chugging it back all in one shot, because your body is just like, oh my goodness, this is so much water all at one time, I don't know what to do with it, might as well just pee it out. So you're not really getting a chance or giving your body the chance to absorb it or assimilate it properly. So really, just slowly throughout the day, when you're drinking really, really cold water, it is very refreshing. Your body actually can spend a little bit more calories warming it up, which is kind of a good thing too, I suppose. But sometimes it can also be a little harsh for the body, and put it into a stress mode. So we don't want the adrenal fatigue or the added stress being put on the body you're shocking it into a higher metabolism at that point. So I mean, it's really up to you at this point. As long as you're drinking more water, that's the benefit right there. I'm not going to quibble about whether it should be warm or hot or cold. So another one, food that's really, really cool for boosting the metabolism is chili pepper. So chili peppers have a rich ingredient in them called, and I'm gonna really distort this word because I'm very poor in my articulation. It's cascinium. It's a chemical compound, anyways, that is really, really good for pushing the metabolism. For any of you that have ventured into the world of the Master Cleanse, which is essentially, not something that I recommend you doing by yourself, but essentially it is hot lemon water with some maple syrup, some chili pepper, maple syrup, lemon water, and chili pepper, and it's a Master Cleanse, and you drink that several times throughout the day, and it's essentially a water fast, which is should not be done without the somebody watching you, like a healthcare provider overwatching the process with that, because it can be quite detrimental to you. if not done properly. But anyways, the essential part of that is the chili pepper. It actually helps to boost the metabolism. So, I mean, you can actually add chili peppers to anything in your diet throughout the day. You can add it to your drinks in the morning. The people that are taking their lemon waters, and it really does help to boost everything up and keep things running quite nicely. Eggs are another one that really helps to boost the metabolism, only because the egg whites themselves are really rich in amino acids, and amino acids are the building blocks of all of us. I mean, it's the building blocks of proteins that help build our cells, build our body. And they contain enough proteins and vitamin D to keep metabolism at optimal levels. Another really good thing to boost your metabolism is really, really healthy fats. So your olive oils, your avocado oils, avocados themselves, any kind of nuts and seeds and flax seeds and olive oils, all of these really, really rich, beautiful oils definitely will boost your metabolism throughout the day as well. So taking in as much as that as you can, within keeping in the confines of your healthy eating, because when you're looking at fats, you're also looking at a higher calorie per unit. So not taking in handfuls of nuts, because you're looking at a heck of a lot of calories. You want to keep it to under 10 kind of calorie and under 10 kind of nuts. So like an almonds or walnuts or pecans or anything like that. And you throw them on salads, mix them up into whatever. I can't even think of anything at the moment. But just keeping it on a smaller scale. Like even if you have in the evenings, you have like your little snacky in the evenings, having a small handful, maybe 8 to 10 nuts in the evening. Almonds are a very good one for the evenings. It really does help to, stave off any kind of munchies that you might have in the evenings, but it's also good for that really good metabolism. So, like I mentioned earlier too, exercise is so very important for boosting the metabolism as well. So even just walking and or doing some light weight lifts. I'm not saying go to the gym and pumping iron by any means, but just having, like, if you have a small 5-pound weights and just starting and moving the muscles and getting that exercise in. One of the big ones that I do recommend for a lot of my clients is HIIT training. So your high interval training. I've lost the name. Oh my goodness. Not enough fat in my diet, I guess. Anyways, it's the HIIT training too. So if you're not used to exercising a great deal, I wouldn't say go from a very sedentary lifestyle to right into a HIIT training, but work your way up to. So starting with your walking, starting with your moving at a regular pace on a regular basis, and then working your way up into a HIIT training. High intensity interval training, there it is. So, getting that into your daily, or not daily routine, but at least a couple times during the week is so very beneficial, especially for those that are looking to lose a little bit more weight. And they say it's one of the more effective ways of incorporating life-changing weight loss as well. So when you keep your metabolism balanced, you're going to end up sleeping like a baby. You're going to have more energy throughout the day. You're going to have a little bit of extra weight loss that you're carrying around. And these are all just some really cool benefits to it. And yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. Like I said, I didn't want to keep you too long on here today. If you have any questions and or comments or concerns, please tag me in a post below, and then I will connect with you and answer whatever I can. If you want to come in and see me, I still have free sessions available for new clients that are coming in, and you can come in and sit down and see what I'm all about, see what kind of services I offer. If you have any questions very specifically to your whatever's going on, I can give you some tips and tricks right then and there. So it's not a lose situation by any means. If you want to email me, my email address is wendy@twosoulsyoga.com, and you can connect with me so many different ways. I mean, through the Facebook here or wherever you can. I'm around, so don't discourage. I'm here to help, and I want to help as best I can. So just know that whenever you're working towards this lifestyle journey, that you're on this path towards, living the best life that you can and not really actually having to worry about weight or health issues or anything else, because it can take up a lot of time in our lives when we tend to end up missing out on a lot of life advantages, our kids, our spouses, our jobs, our own things that we want to think about and thrive and live and expand and grow and do everything beyond, and not having to be weighed down with the fact of weight issues or health issues or anything else. As important as health is, it's something that I like to express to people that just by eating and making the right proper choices, we don't have to worry about it so much. It kind of takes care of itself, because this is a beautiful healing machine on its own, and everybody has one. So it's just a matter of tapping into the right key components to your healing machine to make it work properly for you. So you don't have to have your health and all these issues up in the forefront and being in your face all the time. So I get off on these tangents. I'm so sorry, but thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. I think next week we're talking about, I just want to double check here, foods that age you beyond your years. So we're going to talk about we're going to be talking about antioxidants and free radical damage and different things like that. So hopefully you can join in next week, and I will see you around. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Enjoy that sun. I think it's going to get cool again for the long weekend. I'm not 100% sure. But just get out and enjoy as much fun as you can. Oh, before I forgot, I'm going to be sending out in a little bit a bunch of recipes, really healthy recipes for the barbecue, because I know the long weekend's coming this weekend, and I know a lot of you are actually probably warming and shining up that barbecue, getting ready, and I want to be able to give you some nice options to go with all the beautiful food and celebrations and stuff that are going to be happening this weekend. So I won't see you. Probably I'll just see I'll see my people in my detox group, but I won't see you again until Tuesday next week. So have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful long May long weekend, and stay safe. And don't overdo it, but overdo it with the love and companionship and all the hugs and kisses and family that you can muster together. So enjoy. Much love. Take care.